Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. My name is. Blah. Blah. Let me try it again. Hello, nice to meet you. My name's Soragop. Okay, so here are my three main builds that I use: Old Reliable, Hickory Dickory, and the Buffet. Alright, so let me get into explaining how my Old Reliable build works. So, I have Goku Black as my level 1. I just really like his Ki Blast. Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, because I really like the look and the Ki Blast for this one. And I got UI Goku just because I really just like the look and the Ki Blast is very unique. That's it for my transfers. Now for my skills, I rock the the classic grappling device. It's reliable, but I gotta aim that very well sometimes. Uh, I'll thank you just this once. I really like this skill because it just gives another dragon change for the team, and it just comes in handy. But I really like the little punch mechanic it has, where the moment you use it, whether you get the transformation off or not, it goes on cooldown, no matter what. So you can't just throw this out willy nilly. And I really like that about this skill. It's a little bit OP, but if the rate of catches you lacking while you're trying to get a transformation, you're kind of screwed. Which I really like about that. I like skills with like little punch mechanics built in. Instant transmission. I don't got the actual one. It's got the device at the moment. But I really like the how it got changed because it really, for me anyway, it really filtered out like a lot of people who were just using it because of the whole almost get out of jail free card aspect of it. Because I remember back then you could just pop this and like get away quick. And you got yourself in a stupid situation. But now it still kind of works the same. Just it takes a little bit longer because now it's like distance space. So the farther away your teammate is, the longer it's going to take to get to teleport to them, which I really like because it kind of punishes you for putting yourself in a bad situation, even though you really shouldn't have in the first place. But also, I like using this to go save my teammates when they're down because like a, a lot of games I've been in, people kind of just leave people to die and stuff. It can be a bit understandable at times with like raiders body camping and stuff, but like I just really like keeping my teammates alive as much as possible. All right. Next is Krillin Shoe. This is one of my favorite stuns in the game. Mainly because like besides also blinding the raider, it also takes away lock on for a little bit. It's not the I don't think it's like the best because like if you miss a shoe throw, you're kind of stuck in that animation for a little bit. So you really gotta like so I usually gotta throw it when the raider ain't looking at me, or it's like meleeing one of my teammates. I can just throw the shoe at him to get him off of them and stuff. All right, that's it for active skills. Here come my passives. Dragon Clan Healing. This is by far my favorite passive in the game, simply because helping your teammates live longer is my favorite thing. That's basically it. Sneeze for the quick revive. I, re- I really just like how silly it is. Really, just getting your teammate up and just getting your teammate up and ready to go. And when combined with Dragon Clan Healing, they're up ready to go with a full shield. Saves a lot of time, especially during like the STM phases where we need everyone up as much as possible to save time. Next, we got Time Patroller's Duty. I don't want to say it's mandatory to have this, but it does come in handy, especially with those key camping raiders, and also like But also, I can understand why some people key camp, especially with like the whole key rush meta nowadays. So yeah, so I get it. I might not like it, but I get it. But this just comes in handy when you need to plant that last key. And finally, barrier art recovery. I really love this skill, really mainly because like I, it it gets me back into the fight more. You know, even if I don't have Dragon Chain, I can still do something after I get my shield back. And it's just overall just good to have. You know, especially when you run out of barrier recovery devices. So old reliable is just basically like the build, my go-to build. If I have no if I have no better idea what to pick, you know, it's just there. It's gotten me through a lot of games in the past, so that's why. So that's what basically old reliable is. All right, time to move on to my second, and I think it's my most fun build. Is called Hickory Dickory. This one is mainly for STM defense. So let me start my transfers. So I got Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 and Final Explosion for my level 1. For level 2, I go with Videl, the Great Saiyan version. And finally, from level 3, I got Super Broly, full full power Super Saiyan. Now, I mainly picked all these super attacks for them because if I remember correctly, I think all of them knock the Raider away, which is very handy for the STM defense part. Okay, on to my skills. Okay, so my only mobility and slash getaway tool for this is Kaioken Rush, simply because it knocks the Raider away, but also I prefer this over Dragon Fist. Mainly because there's not really the only time the most that you're vulnerable with the Kaioken Rush is like if you miss, or like at the very beginning where you gotta stand still for like 2 to 3 seconds. Plus, you can move around a bit if you're not locked on to the Raider. And unlike Dragon Fist, you know how like on Dragon Fist you're kind of stuck standing still the moment it ends. That's the main reason I went with Kaioken Rush instead. Okay. So yeah, so if I get caught with the Raider, I don't got many options to get away. So I kind of use this one skill kind of sparingly. Okay. Now my next three skills are all just stuns. We've done Krill and Shu already, so we don't need to cover that. So let me move on to my other two stuns. So I got Hercule's stun, the Savior has come. It's my only close range stun. So yeah, that's it. And then took me a while, but I finally got Goo Goo Gum, or my bad, Go Go Gum. I just really like this stun. It goes fast, goes far. Doesn't do any damage, but it does keep the Raider still. However, it is kind of useless on giants. So just keep that in mind. Now onto my passives. Okay. We did Dragon Clan Healing Barrier audio cover already, so we didn't have to worry about that. But my number 2 is that all. So basically what it does, the first time you super attack, you take less damage and you kind of just can't get knocked out of the super animation. This one's really handy for like when I get a stun off on a Raider and then I pop my super attack. Because usually your Raider's gonna like instinctively use their explosive wave or get at their explosive wave escape tool. So this way, instead of getting like knocked away when they do that, but once I pop my super, I can just ignore the damage from that, and this will take the damage from the super attack. And it's very handy on the Videls, very handy on like any melee supers you might have. And then for the last passive, I'm rocking Flashy Mischief, which which I would argue this needs to be a base kit passive. All it does is increase the amount of rockets you can fire by one, which is a lot more handy than you realize because now you don't need to carry two regular rockets, you just carry one. And in most cases, it just takes two rocket shots to knock a raider away. And the super rocket launcher, you're basically carrying two rocket launchers in one. So that's why I got this for my other passive skill. Because rockets are very handy. They're very handy. Do not underestimate rockets. Okay, that's it for my Hickory Dickory build. This build is very fun, but it is very bad at getting away from a raider once you get caught if you get caught alone. So just keep that in mind if you see me rocking this build. I'll try to stay alive as much as I can till the STM phase. But, bad luck happens, so I might die before that. But before I do, I'll try to keep the raider distracted for as long as possible. Okay, finally, onto my last build. It's called the Buffet. So let me start with this Transpears Super Saiyan Bardock. Simply because I like the mini Ki Blast key attacks. That's why. For our next one, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Alright, mainly for the Ki Blast, that's why. And my last one, Beast Gohan. I like how quick the super attack is and how cheap it is. And I just like the Ki Blast. That's basically it for the Transpears. Next to my skills. Ultra reliable grappling device. Can't go around there. For the only stun I got on here, I wanted to try something different. So I went with a flashbang. I'm getting used to how this stun works. So I haven't quite perfected it, but I do like the mechanics of it. I can do it like at a range or like all up in the raider's face. Plus, you can also set it as a trap too, which is also very nice. Very unique stun. Next, the one-time use refrigerator. This comes in handy, especially during the STM defense phase. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it can still get destroyed by the raider. So I'll try to put it in a place where they won't easily see it. It just comes in handy when like nobody's got any people don't have their dragon change at all, so that helps them get up faster. Although it doesn't really seem like it increases the amount that much, but hey, it's better than just sitting around doing nothing. So yeah, I'll try to save this for the STM defense phase if I can. Next, what is clearly becoming one of my favorite skills in the game, Cook. Now, I didn't think much of it at first, but I really, really love this skill because like you eat it, and then all your teammates can just grab a bite, and they all run faster. Now, keep in mind, this does not stack with the buff from the landing delay notification. So, like, if you jump from a high place, the the land delay overwrites the cook buff. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But man, I gotta say, this skill comes becomes even better when you're in danger because like you can run so fast, like you can kind of like circle the raider around sometimes. Because this speed buff is no joke. But plus, it's also like kind of just it's handy to have like a little bit of extra speed, you know, just move a little bit faster. It's not the most bombastic skill in the game, but it does come in handy, and like it just comes. It's a very handy skill, and I love it a lot. All right, to my passives. Okay, so we did Dragon Clan healing in TBD and very auto. We know what those do already. However, we're the only big skill I got here would be City Defender. So what that does is like instead of getting 3 cubes from Citizen, you get 4. That is basically it. It ain't much, but it adds up and helps people. It let me slow down. It's not much, but it does add up later. So like if I'm going around saving citizens, someone can potentially get their level 3 in a short amount of time with this. So that's why that's there. All right, and that's basically the end of the buffet. Especially like a support, more of a support role. But I do like having my teammates a lot. That's just how I am. Oh yeah, if you don't see me using those, you're just gonna be in for a surprise at that point. All right, I want to introduce you guys to my stamps and what they all mean. Okay, for my top one, I got thanks. This is my hi/thank you stamp. Okay, I'm usually popping this at the start of the round. Next, this is my victory/pump on my team stamp. I'm always popping this when I revive somebody or like we win a match because like it ain't kind of crazy. Now this is my goodbye stamp or like I'll see you later stamp. Now I want you to know if you see me spamming this stamp when I go down, that's me saying I think the raider is camping my body, so stay away from me. Okay? Just want to let you guys know that. If you see me spamming this stamp right here, that means that means I think the raider's camping me. All right? This is one of my favorite stamps in the game. It's Masu crying. Usually you'll see me do this when like a teammate dies. I don't like my teammates dying. We got the classic trunks. Please forgive me. You know this is everybody's like my bad, my fault. Didn't mean to do that. I think we all know what that means. Next we got the Dragon Balls. I think at this point I think we all know what it means. You know, I think we all know what this stamp means. So I don't think I need to cover this one. Now this one's my shocked or oh no. That's my oh no stamp. You know. When something surprising happens or something I didn't expect happens, that's why I'm usually popping this. This is my definitive bruh stamp. Just bruh. You know, but it's my basically my ugh, why is this happening stamp. Okay, that's all my stamps. Okay, for anyone who might be interested, here's my intro. My victory pose, and the vehicle I'm usually always riding in. Okay, so something I want you guys to know if I'm on your team is when I do this. Okay, so when I'm doing that, I'm letting the team know that key is basically ready to be set. So it should take like 1 second to put the key in. Now, this is, I think, as far as I know, this is like ancient tech that we kind of stopped using at some point. But when I'm doing that, I'm usually waiting to see if the raider's going to try to destroy the area. That way, when he does, let's say the raider decides to destroy this specific area, I can plant the key, get out of there, and leave, and the raider has wasted a area destruction. Because a raider destroying area, besides for the ETM spots, is kind of useless if the key is already set. So that's why if you see me just doing that, I'm trying to see if the raiders just going to try to destroy the area the moment they transform. Okay? Plus, it helps the team get set up in a way. Because because there've been a few games where like we set the key and nobody has track and change ready for the STM defense phase, and the raider just bomb rushes the startup machine. So there's also that. One thing I want you guys to know about me is I will highlight these. I will highlight these for anybody who has almost no dragon chains.
Where am I?
Because basically all my builds do not really require dragon chains. So like, I almost like to be at a low dragon chains during the STM phase, just so you guys know.
Where am I?
Yes, I know you're there, dude. Okay, here's an important fact I want you guys to know. I do not care about summoning Shinron or getting a super trans spear. Main reason? None of my builds are suited for it. That is basically the main reason why I don't care for those. So yeah, you don't have to worry about me grabbing the trans spear or just grabbing the wish. Because I'll just give whoever wants the Dragon Balls to Dragon Balls. And the only time you'll see me go for like a wish or the super transfer is if like I got my build set for those, and I say something like this. If I don't do that, then what I'm gonna do is just give people the Dragon Balls and highlight the super transfer location for everybody, because I do not care about those things. Okay. Probably a quick disclaimer though. If times are like desperate and someone needs to grab it, I will grab it. So I just want to make that clear. Okay. Now regarding radars and stuff, I will always try to highlight the level 3s and level 2 radars for the Dragon Balls, the power keys, and that's basically it. Because look, some of y'all use Nimbus. I know some of y'all use Nimbus. Don't try to deny it. I'll just say that for you guys. I'll just say the level 2 and 3 radars for you guys, because if y'all want to move quick, there you go. I'll just do that for you guys. Let's say I get caught by the raider at any point in the game. What I'm usually going to do is exit Dragon Change and then run away someplace that already has a key planted. Okay? Now, I'm doing that mainly because I'm trying to keep the radar away from you guys, so you don't end up wasting your dragon change. Because the last thing I want the team to do is use up all their dragon change when they don't need to. So, and the reason I go to a place that already has the key planted is mainly because that's a good way to waste the raider's time if he's staying in an area that already has a key planted. You know. So yeah, something to keep in mind if you guys see me getting caught and trying to run away and running away from you guys. Oh yeah, I stole this from Slosha and her friends. Here's this. So something you guys should know, especially for you raiders. It's like I don't really do this, but like sometimes people will just do this. Find a hiding spot for stuff and place it there. Mainly for the STM phase. So if you're like wondering, you're beating up people, but they're just coming back like so fast, they're usually doing stuff like this. They're grabbing items like auto barriers and sensu beams and like putting them in a little hidey hole. So if you fail to finish them off, they can just go to the hidey hole, grab their stuff, and come right back in to solve for time. So I want to let you guys know that too. I don't really do it myself, but I might every now and again. And one last thing. I don't really care much for like staying in Dragon Chains all the time, since my builds don't revolve around it. So I'll likely be highlighting all the cooldown drinks for whoever wants those. Okay, that's it. Now, what makes a good teammate? I don't know, don't ask me, but like, for me anyway, all I need to do is just ask myself a simple question. Can I trust you? If the answer is yes, okay, you're a good teammate to me. That's all that matters. Okay, now let me explain what that actually means. Look, when I say I trust you, I am not asking you to be the best at the game or like know all the strats and stuff. That's not what I mean by when I say I trust you. Because look, let me tell you guys something. I've seen some of the best players get dog washed as soon as the match starts. Trust me, Trust me. Even the best players just get caught lacking can get caught like on a regular basis. Here's what I actually mean by I trust you. What I want to know is when things go south, and they will, especially with how the game is nowadays. Are you gonna do all you can? Or are you just gonna be like Vegeta in the first Broly movie, sitting there doing nothing while the rest of us are just getting ourselves killed trying to stop the raider? That is all I want to know. I don't need to like you. You don't need to like me. But all I need to know is, will you do all you can when things are not going our way? Because if not, I don't really want to play with you. Simple as that. But if we're on the same team anyway, I'll do the best I can for you. Simple as that. Okay, everyone. I just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna go on that hiatus now. But yeah, I just came up with a fun idea everyone in the community could like do, for everybody like loves the game a lot. Let's call it the Meet the Breakers series, I guess. I'll just make a playlist on YouTube or something and just add the collab function. So if you want to like add that video to the playlist, you can. You should probably come with a hashtag, like maybe like hashtag. Yeah, I hate saying that. Hashtag Meet the Breakers, I guess. All right. So this is like the first video of the series, and likely gonna be the worst video of the series. But you gotta start somewhere. Plus, this will come in handy after I come back, so you guys don't have to figure out what I'm using when I come back. All right, you guys take care and enjoy your Breakers games. I'm gonna go take care of myself now. You guys have a good day.